Alrighty. Okay, so hi guys and welcome. Today we are talking about productivity hacks and I'm giving you 12 things that I do to maximize my days to get maximum impact, like to completely crush my to-do list in a limited amount of time. Most of us work for 8 hours a day. Some of us go to work 8 to 4 or 8 to 5 or 9 to 4 or 9 to 5. But these are ways that you can maximize getting most out of your day way past your 8-hour shift. I'm not sure why Instagram is not notifying people about us being on live or Facebook, but for those of you who are joining, thank you. I promise that you're going to get something out of this. And also, we started uploading our IG lives and our Facebook lives on YouTube, which is amazing because it's there forever and you can rewatch them. So if you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, Tammy is going to drop the handle in the comment box so you could go and subscribe to our YouTube channel, which is awesome. Okay, so hack number 1. So a lot of people often wonder, Jamila, how do you have a full-time job, operate a business full-time, and still have time for other things like spending time with friends? I have a niece that I'm completely obsessed with, spending time with your niece on weekends and making time for other things, including a relationship, right? And I have created a system that works for me, and I'll share some of my tips and tricks, how I balance everything with you guys. The first thing I do is make a list. So at the beginning of my week on Sundays, I make a structured list, like an itemized list. Like I have a notepad here. And I make an itemized list of everything. Actually, I can show you guys this one. I make an itemized list of everything that I have to do for the week or the Monday. So I start out with an itemized list, and they're color coded, of everything I have to do for this specific Monday. And I just write down everything, just do a brain dump of every single thing I have to do that particular week or every single thing I have to do that particular Monday. After I do a brain dump or make a list of every single thing I have to do in that particular week or that particular Monday, the next thing that I do is itemize time blocks, which is a major key. So if I have this big list to do, I would say to myself, okay, Jamila, it's only humanly possible that you can get 10 items or 15 items done on this list today. So what I will do, I would dedicate Mondays to doing the first 10 items, Tuesday to doing the next 10 items, Wednesday to doing the next 10 items. And during that 10 or 15 hour day, what I will do is extend my time. So if I know that I have 10 items and each item is going to take me approximately an hour, what I will do is I will wake up a little earlier to tackle the list, or I will work a little later. But it depends on you, like how you have to know how you work best. There are some people who are morning people. There are some people who are evening people. I am a night person. So I could work until 1 o'clock and wake up just the same time on mornings and I will be fine. There are people who, if they do that, they will be tired the next day. So you have to know basically how well you work. So the first tip is to make an itemized list of every single thing that you want to do that particular week and every single thing that you need to do that particular day or that particular day, and then put time blocks attached to it. The second thing that I do is, I mentioned, extend my days. So before, I used to wake up at 6 and I used to go to work for 7:30 and I'll get off at 4, and then I probably will like just laze around and watch YouTube, and before I know it, it's like 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, time to go to my bed. I don't do that anymore. I'm very strategic about my time. So now I wake up a little earlier. If I want to get more done, wake up at 5. If Khadijah's on this live, me and Khadijah go to the gym for 5:45. We work out until 6:45, and then my day starts about 7:15. By extending my day by 1 hour, I get so much more done, which is 1, I get a workout in, and 2, I get to attack my to-do list a lot sooner. So another trick or remedy for you is that you can extend your day. If you're finding that you cannot fit all of the things that you have to do in this limited time frame, the only logical answer is to extend your day. And the simple thing, by start extending your day by an hour or by a half an hour, and you'll see like what a major difference that makes. If you have tips on our productivity hacks, I'd be really appreciative if you drop them in the comment box, because we're here to share with each other. Like, I'm sharing my tips. So if you could share your productivity hacks, that would be really helpful. All right, next thing, saying no. So after I've written out my list and I've planned for the week and I've set up my Google Calendar or whatever calendar means that you use, because I put all of my things, I have the old-fashioned paper, but I also use Google Calendar as well. So after I have set up my to-do list and put everything in my calendar to time blocks, next thing I do, you see last-minute people and last-minute requests, they have absolutely no place. They have no place in your structured to-do list, because I find that taking on last-minute requests really throw your to-do list completely off. So for me, if I have a week where I'm really pressed on deadlines, or I have corporate clients that are really demanding, or I have deadlines at my day job that I cannot miss, that are critical, if I set my to-do list at the beginning of the day or the Sunday, and you come with your last-minute request wanting something like 2 hours before or the same day, no, it can't work. So a major part of being productive and staying the course and meeting your deadlines is having the ability to say no. You gotta learn how to tell people no, though. You can't please everybody and still meet your deadlines and still be on track and still live a balanced life. That's the truth. There's some people that just need to get their life together, and they need to prioritize and they need to be more organized, because them coming to you with last minute requests really makes you disorganized. Number 3, the third productivity hack is to prioritize. So regularly during the week, I relook my list. I relook my list to see what is a priority here. What do I need to do now? What is critical? What if I don't do it impacts me the most? So that's how I approach my list. So I make the list. I say no to last minute requests. Number 3, I extend my days. And number 4, I prioritize. We have some comments from Facebook. Instagram, y'all can leave comments about productivity hacks that you use. So Dawn is saying, good night, I actually plan out my month, and then I can identify meeting slots where I can slot in those last minute requests, knowing that I can extend my day to fit in those items. So that's a good strategy. Planning your month and then having meeting slots to take on last minute requests. I don't do that in the moment, but I could possibly try it. The next strategy, number 4, planning ahead from the Sunday. So a lot of people, this is a major hack. So before, I used to press every single morning, or iron, every single morning before work, which takes so much of your time, because you're there wondering, okay, what are you gonna wear to work? Then you go get up, scramble, find the outfit, and then begin to iron and figure out what your outfit is going to look like. That takes so much energy out of your morning. So a major productivity hack that I started to do is I started to plan my outfits from the Sunday. Now, if you have a uniform already, like if the company that you work for already has a uniform, that takes the guessing game out of it already. So if you already have a company uniform, all you have to do is have a particular wash day and an ironing day. And I suggest that you do it on Sundays, because in the mornings, literally all you have to do is shower, put on your clothes, put on your makeup, and roll. Do your hair and roll. If you don't have a company issued uniform and you have to wear your own clothing, it may be best to pick out all of your outfits for the week on the Sunday and iron everything. That saves the time of you kind of like being up, looking in the wardrobe. That's wasting time. Remember, the whole goal or the whole mission of tonight's live is figuring out ways how you can expand your productivity. So that's another hack that I have. I have been getting a lot of speaking engagements recently, and I have added that into my schedule as well. So what I do is I would plan my work outfits for the 5 days, and then if I have like 3 or 4, there was a weekend like 3 weeks ago where I had like 6 speaking engagements in one weekend. I would pick out all of my clothes and like organize them in terms of my outfits, which hair I'm gonna wear, which accessories I'm gonna wear, everything. everything was organized. So I think that works for me, planning ahead from the Sunday night. Okay, another comment on the Facebook from Michael. I choose different days for specific things. I organize my week accordingly. So that's a perfect suggestion. Any comments on productivity from Instagram? Y'all just here to take information. That's cool too. Alrighty. Number 5, put down your phone. So I realized that a major detractor from my productivity or my ability to tackle my to-do list was my phone. So, you know, like when you wake up on mornings, you open Instagram, you just start scrolling, and then you end up in this rabbit hole. You end up in this rabbit hole of scrolling and liking pictures for 15, 20 minutes. That's 15, 20 minutes that could have possibly gone into you doing something productive, like making breakfast so you don't have to buy it on the road. You could have taken the opportunity to put on makeup that you quarrel about not having time to put on. You could have used the opportunity to take off one item off your to-do list, right? So I put on my phone. There's several ways that you could wean yourself off your phone. I have an iPhone, so there's an app called Screen Time that I could see how much time I spend on each app. So I realized that the major app that I spend a lot of time on is Instagram. And a lot of people may argue that Instagram is I argue that I use Instagram for company-related scrolling, but no. You know that when you wake up, you spend hours on end scrolling on Instagram, and that keeps you back on mornings. And similarly, at night, we go to bed, and we go to bed with our phones right next to our pillows, and we are scrolling before we go sleep and get 8 hours of sleep. We're busy on Instagram, scrolling and liking, and the same with Facebook. So you would go on Instagram for 5 to 10 minutes, and you end up scrolling for like a half an hour in the bathroom, in your bed laying down, and you're scrolling. All of these things are counter to the results that you want to achieve, counter to your productivity. So you have to put down your phone. That's the next hack. Tip number 6. Oh wait, there are features on your phone that you could use to turn off notifications. So like my iPhone, there's a do not disturb that I turn on after 11 at night, and it turns back on by itself at 6. There's also other apps that can lock you out of apps like Instagram and Facebook, but whatever phone device that you're using, you can research the apps that you can use for those. Number 7, set weekly goals, exercise. Exercise is a major key. I did not, okay, so a lot of people on Instagram are saying that Instagram scrolling sends them down a rabbit hole, and that's a major deterrent from their productivity. Exercise. I didn't used to value exercise, clearly, but for this year, 2019, I realized that, one, I was getting a lot more clients and a lot more speaking engagements, and I need to keep up. My body needs to be healthy in order to do the work that God has called me to do. So exercise is very important, and I didn't really used to prioritize exercise in my life whatsoever. I realized that in order for your body to function or perform at optimum capacity, you have to take care of your body. It's a real thing. It's not like a personal training scam. I'm not a personal trainer, but I realized that if for your body to function at optimum capacity and for you to have the expected results that you want in your business or for your life or in your career, you have to be functioning. Your body got to be able to carry the load, right? And allocating 30 minutes of working out, like I said earlier, me and Khadija, we go 5:45 on mornings, and we try to do like 45 minutes to 50 minutes of working out. It does not mean that we like to do it. It does not mean that we ain't got nothing to do. We do it because we know in order to get the best out of our career or the best out of our business, we have to be healthy in order to run the businesses and to lead the team. We have to be physically present, and we have to be physically able to lead the team and to do great. So that's another trick that I found. Exercise helps with your endorphins. It helps you to be a happy person constantly, and for some strange reason, it helps your body so that you could get the optimal results that you need to perform. Next, reflect and strategize. So I showed you all the lists that I make normally. At the beginning of the week, I have 2 lists. So I have a written list. I got 2 lists. I'm paranoid, and they're color coded, right? And I use this and these types of things on Google Calendar to keep me organized. Like, I'm very old-fashioned. I write lists a lot, right? But I go back and I reflect on the list, and I actually reflect to see where I wasted time during the week. I do not wait till Friday. I go on Monday. So Monday, I look back. I say, okay, what have I done Monday and Tuesday? What area did I waste time? Did I waste time standing up and talking to somebody about my weekend on Monday? Could I have utilized that 20 minutes in a more productive way, or was that conversation absolutely necessary for me maintaining a relationship with this person? Will this benefit me down the long run? That's how I look at everything right now. Because when you're running a business full-time and working full-time, every single amount of time, block of time counts if you're going to have a personal life. All right. Next thing, create a stimulating playlist. I like music. Music does something to your spirit. I listen to music probably as soon as I wake up. When I'm dressing, I have a routine. So there's a song called You Will Win by, oh my gosh, it's a gospel artist. Anybody that knows a song named Everything Attached to Me Wins. I should really know this, but I listened to that song. It's 7 minutes, about 7 minutes and 20 seconds long. It's a live song. Anybody could drop the name of the song. It's called Everything Attached to Me Wins. Can't remember the artist, but she, on the playlist, she has on white and she's wearing like bangs. And I played that for 7 minutes and 20 seconds. And then that's followed on my playlist by like Toast by Coffee. The importance of creating a winning playlist in the morning, music changes your mood. So if you listen to daddy songs in the morning, or if you take in songs that are a bit, music changes your mood. So if you listen to music that is not uplifting, you will automatically start feeling like you're not uplifted. Your momentum is going to be a lot slower. So I listen to music which uplifts me in the morning, and that song I really love, Everything Attached to Me Win. I feel like I'm a winning woman, and anything in my way or anything in my life, I could conquer it because everything attached to me wins. Every client that comes into contact with me and trusts me with their vision or their resume or with their coaching, they will win because everything attached to me wins. So automatically, by filling myself or filling my mind or filling my brain with this playlist, I feel like a winning woman in the mornings. And really, before I go on, oh gosh, so somebody knows this song, yeah? So somebody say, You Will Win by Jacqueline Carr. If you don't know about that song, you go and download that song. After you listen to that song, you feel like a winning woman, like a winning man, a winning person, because the song is just an affirmation, constantly saying, everything attached to me wins, everything attached to me wins. I have everything inside me to win. So creating a winning playlist. So if you don't have a playlist, go and create one now. Winning songs for your morning routine. On evenings, I like to, because you pour so much out of yourself during the day, on evenings it's like your cup is empty and you need like a refilling of your cup. So you see like how I'm filling up your cup now? I need to be filled back up on evenings because I pour so much out of myself during the day. I listen to podcasts or audiobooks. So I don't get time to sit down and physically read a hard copy book, but I listen to a lot of audiobooks and I listen to a lot of podcasts. Podcasts I'm loving. One, Rants and Randomness by Lovey Ajayi. Very uplifting podcast. It comes out every other Tuesday. And I subscribe to a podcast. It's free, so you can download anything on your iPhone for podcasts. Rants and Randomness by Lovey Ajayi. There's also Jesus and Jollof by Lovey Ajayi and Yvonne Argy. If you're on my Instagram, I actually have pictures from Jesus and Jollof live show. I went to the show in DC, and it's an interesting podcast that strikes a wonderful balance between Christianity and living in this everyday cycle that we call life and being like adulting. So it's very interesting. And the other one that I love is The Friend Zone. The Friend Zone is an interesting podcast because it talks about everything mental health and wellness and hygiene. So those are my 3 top favorite podcasts. And the audiobooks I'm listening to right now are Becoming by Michelle Obama, and I think The Art of War. Okay, that's another productivity hack. Listen to your audiobooks instead of sitting down and reading them, because you can do other things. The last thing that I would suggest for you is Google it. A lot of times we spend time trying to sit down and figure out how we can recreate something that somebody has already created. Look to other research, Google it. Look to stuff or work that other people have created and draw inspiration. I'm not telling you to copy, but you could draw inspiration and put your own spin on it and change the delivery style of it. I find that when I first came into the workforce, I used to spend a lot of time trying to figure out a new way how to revolutionize HR, but there's nothing new under the sun. It's just different delivery styles. So yeah, so I would definitely recommend that you Google it. So I'm going to go over the 12 productivity hacks that I share with you tonight. I hope it was helpful to somebody. So number one, make a list, a weekly list or daily list, whichever best for you. Number two, say no. Anything last minute, if it fits in your schedule, no. If you can't handle it and still be on schedule, yes. If you can't handle it, no. Number three, prioritize. Number four, plan ahead. Press, iron, do what you gotta do from Sunday. Make sure you wash, like have a staunch wash day, staunch press day, so that on mornings you don't have to scramble to iron and make breakfast. Make sure you meal prep, all that stuff from Sunday, or have a specific day for it. Number five, put down your phone on mornings and at night and get your full hours of rest in. Number six, sleep. Sleep is important. Sleep is important. This whole concept of sleep being a concept in college, that's nonsense here. If you don't sleep and you run down your body can't function at its optimum capacity. So sleep. Number seven, set your targets, weekly targets, and review them. Number eight, exercise. Number 10, number 9, reflect and strategize. Number 10, create a stimulating playlist that you can listen to on a morning with your morning routine, and create a podcast or a list of audiobooks that you can listen to when you're on your way home, driving the car, or somewhere on your commute, that you could listen to and pour back into yourself, because we pour so much out of our cups on evenings that we're empty. So if you're going to bed empty, you're going to wake up feeling drained. So you have to pour back into yourself. Number 11, extend your days. So if you have to wake up like an hour earlier or half an hour earlier, just to make sure that you completely knock those things off your list, please do. And number 12, nothing under the earth is new. Everything has been done already. People have done it before you. People have had similar thoughts before you. Google it. So I am going to, oh shoot, they had other comments. Sorry, I'm new to this Facebook thing. So the other comments are, okay, I also turn on my do not disturb when I decide to shut off for the day. Good tips. Another tip is to tackle the hardest task first to get it out of the way. Donna's actually a pretty good suggestion. There's actually a theorist, Michael Porter. I swear, I did HR full exam on him. But it's actually a theorist, I think he's Michael Porter, that said that when you do the hardest items first and you get those out of the way, that you feel more motivated to do the things that are easier. You create small wins. That's what he said. The next comment is, I also plan my day in terms of time blocks via the calendar app. If I reach the end of the block, I'm not finished, I move on to the next task, and I find that helps me not to get bogged down with one task. That's a good tip. All right, so Yvette said awesome hacks. Okay, any more hacks on IG, or y'all just stealing all the Facebook people hacks? Y'all just stealing and high-fiving. Okay, so that's all I have for you tonight. The link will be saved on IG and Facebook for 24 hours. If you want to rewatch the live, if you're late, I'm so sorry. Today wasn't very long. But if you want to rewatch, all of the live videos will be posted on our YouTube page, so you can watch them forever and share them. Our YouTube page link will be posted after this live has finished. As usual, thank you for stopping by on Career Mondays with me, Jamila. I'm the founder of the HR Boss. If you haven't checked out our events for this weekend, we are having a business etiquette workshop. There are only 2 tickets left on Saturday. We're also having a, oh gosh, this is so bad, business etiquette money moves, which is how to start and operate a business effectively in the Caribbean. That's also on Saturday, and there are 4 tickets left for that. And we are throwing a surprise give back seminar from 2 to 4 on Saturday. The details of that give back seminar will drop tomorrow. I realize that engagement is low. I'm not sure what Instagram, the algorithm is doing, but we'll drop that tomorrow. So if you're interested, just DM us, and that give back seminar will be on personal branding. And I'm giving you all of my tips and tricks, how I branded myself into somewhat of a brand. Okay, so thank you very much for tuning in, and I'll see you guys on Saturday at our seminars, and next week Monday for those of you who can't attend. Bye guys.